Hey there, how's it going? Today we're installing this. That's right, we got a Prinsu no drill full rack for the 4Runner. And today I got some special guests with me. Got my boys here with me. Hey boys, they're gonna help me put the rack on and we're gonna have some fun, right? All right. The first step is we gotta take those crossbars off right there. The old ones, so I'm gonna go and do that. And while I'm doing that, my oldest boy Nick is over there opening up the box. Okay, so here's the hardware. So this is the little feet that are gonna go on the side rails that are gonna go up top, the no drill part. This is some kind of bracket, which I don't know yet, but I'll figure out. We've got some Loctite with some bolts, T-bolts, that's probably for rails. This looks like the installation hardware for the side rails. So we're gonna get that. Look at that, it comes with some tie downs. And this is the mounting foot hardware. So that's for right there. And this guy says the cross rail. And this is the wind deflector hardware package. So that's there. First step is to pop these off. So I just use this little tool here. Just came under the rubber, popped it up. And I'll show you how to do that on this one right here. So check it out. There's a little rubber seal right here. So you can just get this under the rubber and then just lift. And there's a couple of spots right there. Right there. And right there. So then once that pops, they just come right off. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up over here and we'll be back. Install the side rails first. And the way we're gonna do that is we're gonna put some silicone in here, seal up the holes, put the hardware in, and then we'll put the other one in on the other side, and then we'll assemble the rack up on the roof. What we're gonna do is we're gonna clean up in here a little bit, and then we're gonna take some silicone and we're going to put it in here and just surround that opening right there. Okay. And then we'll take one of our spacer washers here and just kind of dip it in right there and just seal it. So we got to seal the bottom, and then we have to seal the top also at the right time once it's on, and once we tighten everything down. Okay, so one thing that I wanted to kind of point out before we went on with the installation, and I think it's pretty important. So we've put the side rails on, but these side rails are designed for the center to pull down and then put pressure here to keep this tight. And then it also pulls down over here to keep that tight. And so you can see over here that this is bowing down a bit right here. It's kind of this way. And that's because this is too high. And so that's, so you want to make sure that you fine tune that. And so we're going to kind of make some adjustments here and make some adjustments there and get everything set right so that it's nice and tight, and this is straight. And then once that is straight, we'll go ahead and start assembling all of the crossbars. So what we're doing now is we got these on loose, and now we're just putting all the crossbars on. And then once we get those on, we're gonna square it up, and then we'll get the front light bar piece on. I wanted to point something out to you, and this is one of the reasons I picked this rack. This rack has the standard 80-20 aluminum extrusion up here, which they all do, except Prinsu, and I haven't seen these on any, they put a little cutout right here. So Jack, can you see? Can you get the point? They put a little cutout right here, and it's a great feature because you don't have to take the crossbar off to put a T-bolt in. They just slot right in here, and then you can slide it across. So it's another great feature of the Prinsu rack. Okay, so, we got it all on. So we got all the crossbars on now. Now we're gonna square things up and make sure everything is good, and then we're gonna lock it down. So we've got to cut this weather stripping off here. So what I did to remove this was I had to kind of just slide it back. I popped it off right here, and there's a little clip right here that it goes into. And this is tape, so I'll probably just re-tape that right there. And then I slid this back and just cut it on my marks, and now I'm just gonna slide this back here. And then this guy, that one's down now. And now, that's all back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and stick this down. So I was torquing this bolt right here, and it snapped. So obviously you don't want to over torque these, but thank God that Prinsu, in their wisdom, gives you extras. So I've got an extra, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it up. So what we're doing now, guys, is we're taking, everything's been tightened down, and we're taking out each mounting bolt individually and just sealing the holes now. And then we're gonna put some on here. So we're doing it one at a time. And then this is gonna seal. That's good. And we'll get the last one done. And then it's just putting the front valance on, and we're done. We are ready for the final piece of the puzzle. So if you look up there now, we've got pretty much everything tight. It's square, it looks amazing, and it's really solid. And now, Nick, the final piece of the puzzle is the front piece. And Nick put this together. You want to explain to them how you put it together? Was it pretty easy to do?
Yeah, so it was easy. So basically, initially, there are these little, I don't know what you call these, rivets.
T-nuts.
T-nut, basically. So initially, like I said earlier, I lined them up and then kind of put it on top, but it wasn't working. And then I realized you could just attach each one to the bottom and then slide it in. And then it made the process a lot easier.
And we have that on video. We will show that to you.
It's pretty simple. The way I did it, which is the non-smart way, is you basically slide each one in where it's supposed to be, but I figured out as I went along that there's a much simpler way to do it. You just basically just screw them in from here and then slide it in afterwards. And it's very, very simple.
Nick wants to do the honors. He's been waiting a long time to get this final piece of the puzzle in. So there it is. Woohoo! Oh, it looks great. I'll hold this end for you. and then we'll get this side on. Check it out, we're done. It's installed. Gotta wipe it up a little bit, but it came out really good. I'm really happy. It's really solid. I mean, it's, for all intents and purposes, it's part of the car now. Jack went up and stood on it, and it just is really, really good. A couple of things that were left over is this guy right here. These are the light brackets for the heretic lights. You can see up top that there's a cutout for a 40-inch light bar right here. And so that light bar is on order, and it's gonna get here eventually, and then I'll put it on and wire it up, and I'll get a video for that. And then the last thing is these little tie downs that will go into the T-tracks. If you have any questions, comments, please put them down in the comment section. And if you like the video or if you hate the video, subscribe and like. Thank you very much. Till next time. Nikki, give me a hug. Good job, buddy. Jack, come here. Give me a hug. Oh, nothing better than doing this kind of stuff with your boys. Here is the final result. I have the light bar on, and I'll have a separate video showing you that. It turned out really good. I installed these holders here for paddleboard paddles, shovels, anything up to 2-inch bar. Those are my max track holders up there. I've got this here piece of plastic, which is with 3M double-sided tape, stuck on there to protect it from the shovel. This is to protect the paint from the shovel. I'm gonna put some chase lights on up there. And more of these brackets. And then I also have a Bush Company 180 XT awning coming, which is gonna get installed, and I'll have a separate video to show you that install. But there you go, folks. The final result. I'm really, really happy with it. It's a phenomenal rack. No noise. It's lower than the original. My MPGs did not change. I have gone to Southern California and back with it on, and I got decent gas mileage that didn't change. So, there you go.